gas. This is the fuel that runs NEO's network. Now, NEO has been somewhat underwhelming over the last few years because it was an absolute beast back in 2016, 2017. It was one of the best gainers in the bull cycle. And gas pays for all the transactions. You cannot do anything on NEO's blockchain, on the smart contract, without gas. And their dual token model means gas has actually often done quite well. And I still think this can do well, but there is one thing that is of concern, which is long-term downtrend. So I'm going to talk about that along with the NEO blockchain and its overall usage, because that has a big impact on how well gas is going to do this year. Before I get into it though, this spreadsheet shows the first 26 coins that I did videos about on the channel. When I did the videos, I showed myself buying these coins. They were coins I expected were going to make me a lot of money. If you'd have done the same, popped $100, let's say, into each of the coins, you'd have gotten in at these prices when I released the videos. If you'd have sat on them, you could have ignored them for 16 months and then jumped onto your wallet and sold them, and you'd just been selling at these prices, and these are what your profits would have been. So if you did done $100 into all 26, your total profit in under a year and a half would have been over 123 grand. That is a house. Now, you don't have a year and a half to sort your portfolio out. You don't even have a few months. If you're not happy with what you own, not confident in what you own, it's time to do something about it, because if you don't, you're going to watch a lot of people making money in these markets while you don't, and that'll make for a crappy year. If that's you, get onto copymycrypto.com and have a look at the site. On there, you will see what my members have earned, the successes we have had. You can watch the videos, read the testimonials. It's all public record. You can verify it on the history of this channel. It's where I share the coins I own with my members. Whenever I buy or sell any coin, I tell my members the coin and the price. So it means my members are in and out of crypto, same price as me, so they make the same profit. The added bonus is obviously they don't have any work to do. And if that sounds good to you, pause this video now, get onto the site, read through it all, and if you like what you see, try it out, guys. Now, gas. So gas is a token created on the NEO blockchain with the primary purpose of paying fees for processing transactions on the NEO network. So in the context of blockchain tech, gas refers to the mechanism used to calculate and allocate fees for conducting transactions and executing smart contracts on blockchain platforms. It serves as a unit of measurement for the effort required to process activities. So for instance, in the NEO blockchain, gas is a distinct token that plays a crucial role in the ecosystem. It's utilized to pay for transaction fees and the execution of smart contracts on NEO. Holders of NEO tokens, as well as council members participating in the platform's on-chain governance, are awarded gas tokens as a reward. The distribution mechanism incentivizes participation and supports operational costs of running the chain. It works similarly to Ethereum. However, obviously on Ethereum, everything is paid in Ethereum. Yeah. Whereas on NEO, everything is paid in gas. And whether you are moving, and the beauty of NEO, particularly back in 2017, was it was so fast. It was so fast. You could just move money around. And that was part of the reason that we saw so many projects do really well in the 2017-2018 bull cycle, was we saw network congestion on a massive scale. You couldn't move money on Ethereum. You couldn't move money on Bitcoin. So what we started seeing was people selling on exchanges their Ethereum or their Bitcoin, selling it for like Nano, for Dash, for NEO, and moving their funds around. Now, NEO had a lot of hype back in 2017. It was described as the Ethereum killer. We've heard that narrative a million times. It was described as the Chinese Ethereum. And we just saw the sort of underwhelming growth in NEO. Like, that is the reality. When we actually take a look at where NEO is right now, DApp-wise, the usage is pretty poor. If we take a look at NEO dApps, you will see that the most popular one is Flamingo Finance in terms of volume, but it's 7-day transactions. So 7-day transactions, 612,000 on their legacy, platform. But 612,000 transactions across a week, that's not bad. but it's still less than 100,000 a day. And even when you add up all the top dApps, it's still not that much. The thing is we haven't seen huge growth in NEO. We haven't seen them grow on a DeFi level. We haven't really seen them grow on any kind of level, whether it's gaming or whatever. We have just seen a really underwhelming growth in NEO over the past few years. They have continued to improve the network. They're now on, N3. They're on the third iteration of the blockchain now. But, when we look at like network contracts that have been added, 3 this week, addresses added 178. It's not like we're seeing huge surges in growth. We're not seeing huge surges in activity. And that's kind of the problem, right? Like, here is the most recent transactions on NEO's blockchain. But this is 3 minutes ago, 4 minutes ago. And I'm sure if I refresh, it will speed up and there'll be one from a few minutes, 1 minute ago. But we're not actually seeing tons of transactions being processed. And that's a downside for gas, because gas pays for the transaction. So what you want to see is lots of transactions happening, because gas becomes more scarce every time it's being used as a payment tool for fees. And then there is a supply shock and the price can rally. But we're not seeing enough of that. Another downside for gas right now is it's in a massive long-term downtrend. It did bloody well in the first bull cycle. It went to really good heights. All-time high was $97.49. And in this most recent bull cycle in 2021, it did actually get above 20. I think it got to 25 at peak. And I don't think we're going to see much more than that in this bull cycle, I'm afraid, because we have not seen huge growth in NEO. We're not seeing development. We're not seeing a user base flocking to NEO. We're not seeing even significant changes in how many people are starting to go there. We're not seeing an uptrend. What you want to see is at least a 2 or 3 month uptrend where people are starting to gravitate towards them. And we're not really seeing that. And honestly, given the emergence of all these other layer ones, whether it's Solana, Avalanche, Cardano, whatever, NEO's appeal continues to drop. And I don't think we're going to see, I think most new users on crypto and most old users on crypto gravitate towards the newer, shinier thing. So people aren't going to use NEO as much. And I think really we're probably looking at a best case scenario for gas of like $20, probably a little short of what it hit in 2021, because again, usage for NEO is not good. You can't look at the 7-day statistics on NEO and be pleased as a holder, because the transactions is just not great at all. We're not seeing the movement. We're not seeing people participating. So I think honestly, when we look at this, we've got to be honest. Best case scenario is probably $20. I think it will probably struggle even at that point. We're probably more looking at like $14 or $15, because again, we're not seeing surges in development. We're not seeing surges in user base. NEO have a job here. NEO's team have got to market NEO, and they've got to really focus on pushing development on NEO. Right now, development on NEO is crap compared to all the other layer ones. They've got to outdo as many of them as they can, which is paying developers to come and build, which is growing their DeFi. Focus on one area and just grow it, whether it's DeFi or gaming or whatever. Focus on one particular crypto area and just blast the development front. If they do that, then we could see a surge in user base once again. But right now, they're going to have to do a lot of work to break the downtrend that they're in. But let me know what you guys think about this in the comments down below. Like, if you are new to crypto, have you used NEO before? If you're an OG of crypto, if you've been around for 5-6 years, did you ever use NEO? Why did you stop using NEO? Share in the comments, because that information will be valuable to anyone that works at NEO as well. And guys, look, we are in a bull cycle. If you do not have coins in your wallet that you're happy with or confident about, you've got to get that sorted as soon as possible, because you do not have a few months to wait and sort it out. Time is of the essence. And if you're in that position, get onto copymycrypto.com and have a look at the site. On there, that is the site I run where I share my portfolio with my members. When I buy or sell any coin, I tell my members what coin I'm buying or selling and at what price. So my members get in and out of crypto, same price as me, so they make the same profit. Obviously, there's an added bonus there as well. They don't have to do any work. They don't have to do thousands of hours of research. They can just copy along. And on the site, you will see the successes we have had. You will see what my members have earned. You can read the testimonials. Everything on there is public record. You can go through the old videos on this channel and verify everything that you read and you watch. And if you like what you see, try the service out. Because, again, if you're looking at waiting a few months, you're going to end up watching lots of people making lots of money this year while you don't. And that's a crappy position to be in. That's it from me, guys. I'll see you in the next vid. Bye-bye.